So it was you. I think it was you, Ray. Yeah, I was about to ask if you were still here. I don't know what's going on. It says I'm fine and then it jumps away. While we're waiting, I'm actually going to go here and show you. So, pretty sure it was Lily Art, but they actually have they're doing a mystery pack where you'd get one of these books, you'd get a pin, and you'd get, I think, 2 stickers. They were working on last night. There's no display. Interesting, because it's showing a display on my side. Thank you for letting me know. So Elven Friend is my daughter. Okay, you can see it? Okay, who knows what's going on right now? Because, like, Twitch at times will say me I'm not live. And then it'll say I am live and I have 9 viewers. And then it'll say I have 0 viewers. But then Omelet will say I have 7 viewers. And things are going weird today. Yeah, I think it was Lily. Ray? Let me do a quick check. Yeah, it was Lily Art. So it was from Ray's stream. So it was the raid from Ray, and I think I raided Ray. And I think that's how we got there. Okay, it was from Ray's stream I found them. I don't know what's going on because usually it'll warn me when it's a bad connection. Earlier today it was warning me. And now it's not necessarily warning me, but I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it starts behaving really soon. Maybe it just is having, yeah, who knows what's going on. Maybe someone's trying to mess with Wizards Unite. Maybe the Calamity's trying to mess with Wizards Unite and not wanting me to share information. Who knows? So yeah, it was from Ray I ran into Lily Art. And they're the Book Nerdy that I showed. Did you guys see the Etsy page? No kidding! You saw it, okay. So she's making a mystery pack, Harry Potter mystery pack with those books, with buttons, and with stickers. And that's one thing I'm considering. Maybe I could even work with her and we could create a Amy book and Amy stickers. One or the other, and have those be I will have to private message her and see on that, but that's one of the things I'm considering. My idea is we could probably even do 2 or 3 prizes. I get what you're saying, Jess. There is a reason, I will be honest, that I do not use glitter yarn. And if my daughter's still here, she'll tell you it's because it's outlawed in the house. It's otherwise known as glitter pox in this house, and nothing with glitter pox is allowed in the house. Because none of the kids like it and my husband doesn't like it, so it's basically been outlawed by all of them. Yeah, glitter pox. Because it's contagious and you can't get rid of it. Shirts, dresses, yarn, anything with glitter, wrapping paper, the works. Anything with glitter pox is not allowed in the house. Well, I have to take that back. There is one thing with glitter pox that's allowed in my house, and my kids throw a fit about it, but we haven't convinced my husband around it. And that is, there are some fish baits that have glitter pox. And that's... I'm glad TJ's fine. I will be honest. The way we ended up with chicken pox in this house was stranger than I'll get out. So, when my son was little, he came down with a few, and the doctor said it wasn't chicken pox. And I went, okay, whatever. And we treated him. I can't remember what he said it was. He was like a baby. And I'm talking, he was right around a year old, I think. Maybe even 7 months old. Well, went on, had my next 2. And when my daughter was a baby, she got a few that looked just like my oldest had had. And then and I can't remember if it's at that point my son's, the second oldest started coming down with it or not. The second one had had the chickenpox shot, which I hadn't necessarily wanted. And I'd even asked the doctor before I made him my doctor if they automatically did it, and they said no. And then they did. And so, but he got the shot, went into the doctor confirmed it was chickenpox. I was in massage school at the time. My daughter had it very mildly. She hadn't had the shot. Very mildly for, a week or two. My son had it, the one who had had the shot, had it horribly for 3 weeks. Looked like his sister misdiagnosed it. And so my oldest 3, one got the vaccine and got it the worst. The other 2 who didn't have, and yet the vaccine's supposed to make it mild. Go figure. And then a while later, a number of years later, my youngest got it. Or not my youngest, but David caught it. And he had it decently mild. He had it at 4. Not as a baby, but at 4. Decently mild, not a problem. So really, the one who got the chickenpox shot actually had the worst case of chickenpox. And then people would question why I didn't want my kids to get the chickenpox shot. It's like, let's see. Yeah, and the chickenpox shot has actually been out here for 20-something years, and most kids here now have received the vaccine. So I don't know if even catching it naturally is very much of a possibility even anymore here in the U.S. I'll let my kids decide with grandkids what they're going to do, because that's their responsibility. But I will make sure they all know exactly what happened and let them make the decision. My decision with my kids had been, I was gonna wait, and if they hadn't caught it by the time they were about 8 years old, 7, 8 years old, then we would get them the shot. Because it's as you get older that it becomes more dangerous. I'm not even going to go after this guy. What's this one? I really don't want to go after Draco right now either. I really just want to find James. And my kids have always had strange things happen with shots anyway. Most of my kids have had trouble walking after having the 4th DTaP. And that's with the one that was supposed to prevent that problem. So why my kids react to that vaccine, we don't know. If they get only 2 when they're infants and then get their 3rd one when they're in kindergarten, right before kindergarten, they're counted as caught up, but they don't have the issue. And we used to have chickenpox parties here. I remember chickenpox parties when I was a kid. And now in the U.S., it's actually seen as, I hate to say this, but there's a lot of parents that will see you as a bad parent if you take your kids to a chickenpox party and you're putting your kids in danger and whatever else. And it's like, they literally say you should just go get the vaccine and get it taken care of, because then they won't get shingles. Well, now they're starting to prove that they won't have the risk of shingles. But now they're starting to prove that even getting the chickenpox vaccine increases the risk of shingles. Plus, if you get chickenpox, or the vaccine as an infant, it runs out when you're a teen. And the bad part about it running out when you're a teen, and by teen I mean late teen, 18 to 20. That's when trying to get people in to get shots is the hardest. And so a lot of people then are going into their early 20s unprotected against chickenpox at a time when it's the most dangerous for them to catch chickenpox. And so that could be part of the reason why in Britain that they don't have the vaccine as commonly, and it's not necessarily paid for and whatever, is because of the idea that let's just let kids catch it and get over it and have lifetime immunity instead of this temporary immunity that the vaccine provides. I'll be honest, Jade, I kind of feel that way too. I mean, okay, I can see if your kid hasn't caught it by 8, you get them the vaccine then and let them get it again when they're in their late 20s, when they're more likely to go do something like that. That 7 years difference can be the difference between them being willing to go get a vaccine and them putting it off too long and coming down with it. And I am all for vaccines. With my kids, I would work by what we learned, what their bodies, plus I did more research and whatever, so I spread it out a bit more to match basically kind of what the British timeline is. We held off on some of the vaccines by like a couple of months. You know, so they were, until we found out about the DTaP causing my kids issues, and then would hold off and get them caught up by kindergarten. And all but 2 of my kids have been vaccinated for coronavirus already, and I'm trying to get the one to get vaccinated, and the other one was told that by the doctor he'd prefer if it was done in office, but my understanding he hasn't heard. Oh, I didn't need to use it again. Oh well. He hasn't heard when the doctor's office is going to do it. Exactly. I mean, I remember the fear that my family went through when we got chicken pox. Because I believe my mom was pregnant. Either my mom or my aunt was pregnant at the time. That's what I'm wondering. I know there's a way to see how long they've been active, but I don't know what it is. And I'm wondering if it's that one we've kind of talked about. Don't go check the channel out. Let me make that very clear. Don't go check the channel out. None of you, until we confirm. Thank you. Thank you, Jade. Whenever we have someone come in, unless they start talking, do not go check out the channel. If they start talking, you know it's a person. If they there's a smaller chance of it being a bot. If they do not stop talking, I know you're not. If they do not start talking, don't ever go check out their channel. And I may actually do an automatic message about that, because it is becoming an issue. You talk all the time, Jade. But there are people who literally, so what they're doing is they're subscribing, and I'm going to tell everyone this. They're subscribing to pages, or they're following pages, not subscribing. They're following pages with the hope that whoever's streaming or other people will go check out their channel just because they followed, to drop a follow back. When you go do that, they're using third-party extensions, which then allow them to grab your IP address and which could give information about where you live and different things like that. And they are sharing it on their live feed as well as in some other areas. So, okay. Well, I think the reason they're doing what they're doing, and I'll be honest, is by saying they're from Twitch, people think someone actually from Twitch, your people who haven't heard, think someone actually from Twitch is checking out their channel. But that's why I say, period, for anyone who streams, I would recommend if someone stops by your channel and drops a follow. You can say thanks, but don't go check out their channel at all unless they actually say something to you. Enough that you can tell they're not a bot. So that's my suggestion for everyone who streams. Hi, David.
Hi. Do you not have your spoon back here for the yogurt?
I think there's one over there. I haven't... Oh, I don't know where it is. I haven't opened up my yogurt yet, no. I got busy talking. We started having internet connection issues for a short bit and then got talking. Okay, he threw me some spoons.
No, there it is. So do you want ice cream?
I don't know. That's up to you.
If you do, you better give me your bowl.
Jeez, that's 3 trace tonics and we haven't got 1 James. You're craving anchovies on toast. I will say that that's a flavor that is not a common one around here. And so has not, my taste buds have not developed to there. But I know we have some strange flavors here in the US to you guys too. Game is rigged. Throw it out. No, I don't think I'll throw it out. I just can get frustrated and complain. So I'm going to set this down for just a second because my son's getting ice cream and so anchovies just themselves. Okay, deep fried butter, no. Just no. I'm sorry, I'm not from the South. I will say that. But I'm from Utah. I do not like the carrot jello salad. But some of your other jello salads are almost a must-have at parties and stuff. And I know in a lot of places they're like, Jello? Why do you eat so much or why would you like Jello? So, like I said, we have our own. I don't know if Jess got exposed to that. I can't remember if I've heard that's as much a Mormon thing as a Utah thing, or if it's just Utah Mormons.
I'm going to put these with the other ones.
Jess would have to answer that one for us. If your Jello with, yeah. Jello salad didn't go over. Okay. I'm not saying for sure you're missing something. I won't say that, but because some of the Jello creations were just not good. I'm sorry, Jello and carrots never belong together. Now Jello with whipped cream and maybe a little... No. Jello salad is any type of creation that somehow uses Jello as part of the mix. Maybe once I get done with this, we'll go look up Jello salad. Yeah, the Jello and fruit is good, and there are other creations that are good, and then there's some that are just no. No, no, no. Why did anyone ever come up with that? And Kid Kazma's actually had some, I would believe, has had some, at least some of the exposure. That's what I was going to say. Exposure to some of our no Jello salads. Because sadly, yes, it's a Utah thing, but it did kind of spread to other areas of the country, or it came from there or whatever else. But it was definitely more common here in Utah because we have big potluck things with a couple times, or used to have 2 or 3 or 4 times a year with church potluck get-togethers where someone, usually 2 or 3 people, would bring a Jello salad. I think I've heard that too, but I think Utah's responsible for maintaining it. And sadly... So if you go check out some of the things they used in the 2002 Winter Games as marketing. Soldiers that served in World War I brought it over, and it was a cheap, simple dish which fit right in with the Mormon ethos. A cheap dish that could feed a lot of people. And it never disappeared. Whereas over there, it kind of did disappear because of whatever reason it disappeared. But over here, the demand was just too great for a dish that was cheap enough that could feed a bunch of people. Let me quickly look what's here. we are going to leave it for a minute and go do this. So these so far look pretty good. You can see they're kind of a whipped topping or whipped cream base, whatever. This lime green is getting on the edge. Cottage cheese jello salad is on the edge. And like you'll see a number of different types of these at LDS things. Okay, this one's pushing it. If I can get it to load in enough that I can kind of show you. It's gonna be mean. And that was sunshine salad. There you go. And here's another one. Yeah, this one's even worse, Jess. Lime jello, milk, pineapple, walnuts, mayo, cottage cheese. And yes, these are still sometimes brought to, not as much, I'm going to be honest, but to some of our potlucks and stuff. Okay, this, I think, yeah, this is the recipe that is like, will in a minute. Usually it's lime jello used instead on this one. Pineapple, carrots, celery, and pecans. That's the usual Mormon salad. Or this one, I think. Yeah. Lime gelatin, pineapple, corn, carrots, cottage cheese, cream cheese, Cool Whip pecans. Yeah. Sorry, you guys. I agree. I never liked it. So this is the Victorian stuff. And see, I don't... Yeah. So yes, I do think... Personally, I think we went way wrong with Jellos. I never liked the carrot salad, carrot Jello salad, I'm gonna be honest. It always turned me off. But some of those other ones I showed you, those are good. Yeah. And so we do a whole bunch of different types of in my family, a whole bunch of different types of chopped fruit. Put in whipped topping, mix it up, and add a little bit of Jello just for decoration. Or sometimes you'll do the Jello and you'll add the cut fruit in, kind of like that. And those types are okay. But that was why I wondered if it crossed over and why I didn't say for sure it did. Let's try again. Be grateful. I actually know the veggie ones, that there were some Victorian veggie recipes, but I think the Mormons just took it and ran with it too much. Probably because... So here's the funny thing. The Jello salads like that with the veggies in were every single potluck thing we had that at. Without fail. Every single one. However, it was also one of the only ones that would go home with whoever made it. And usually whoever made it would be begging everyone else to take more. At least by the time I was around. And I will admit, it seemed like the ones who liked it the most were the older generations. That works, Jess. I hope you don't mind. But he brought me an ice cream and I don't want it to melt. So that's why I'm eating. It sounds good, Jade. Thank you for joining in and thank you for the raid. For those who aren't aware, which most of my regulars are, Jade's in here all the a lot of the time trying to support. And giving encouragement and everything, and I really appreciate it. Sounds good, Crafting with Ray. I'm hoping to find what I need to move on to the bonus so that we can finish the bonus. Been a while since we've had that spell to cast. Oh! I just had the perfect idea for part of what Amy's gonna do. Sorry, I'm quickly writing it down. We are going to have a little while where the adults reminisce about Hogwarts and Peeves. And then find out that Peeves has left Amy alone. I think we'll drop one more trace tonic. I'm debating, but I think so. Once we get everything done. I haven't seen these guys for a while either, and I remember getting them was a pain, and I was so grateful once I finally got them all. I hate when I do it that way. It was perfect, just didn't hit the marks. Okay, last one. Especially because we're going to need to get XP, so unless I can get to the bonus event with this trace tonic, we may have to give up for the day. I do want to say thank you again to everyone who's supported so far today. I'm hoping not Kid Chasma, but this is like my third or fourth trace tonic, and I have needed that one since I started the stream. So we've been going for 2.5 hours after one thing, and it hasn't showed up at all. So if it doesn't show up, it doesn't show up. There's not much I can do. What I would try to do is try to get it before the next stream. I'd keep trying with the hope that next stream we could finish out the bonus event. And yes, Kid Chasma, Orca Jade also has said she really wishes she could catch your streams and support you too. But at like 3 a.m. for her. I frequently hear that from both of them. And yet I know you have work too, so, and I know they understand that too. In fact, Orchid Jade's had to miss, I found out that part of why she's missed some of mine is interviewing for jobs and things like that, which may mean in the future she won't be able to catch as much of mine. And I go a lot earlier than you do. I'll be sure and let Orchid Jade know you said that. And obviously Jess can see it, so. I totally get that. There's actually been times I've looked at it and gone, wait a minute, did I miss him? And then usually I go check and I didn't miss you. Like last night, I fell asleep early and I went, oh crap, I bet I missed him. And then I went and looked and it didn't look like he went live last night. So it was like, oh good. I get that, Kid Kazma. And I'm not complaining. Like I said, I was glad. And yeah, I'm sorry about your capture card. That's sad. But I'm glad they did say they'd send you. Did they say they're sending you a new one, or did you purchase it? In other words, is it they're covering it through warranty? So you don't have to pay for it, or did you have to buy a brand new one? Okay. Hopefully it'll be covered. If not, I did put that link in there. For those who don't know, there is a really cheap capture card that most of the Wizards Unite YouTubers and whatever use, and they've gotten, and I actually have seen videos on it, and they've gotten great results from it. It's one of the few times when, oh please, 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 nope. Still not James. It's one of the few times when, or not, I shouldn't say few, but it's one of those times when a really cheap thing equals the same quality as a really expensive one. Yay, Jess! Now no more glitter pucks! Well, except for the glitter pucks that come from the dress. I keep hoping I'll get a gold gift that we can send on. Oh, okay, and assemble everything. So, the glitter pucks that come from the dress and assembling everything. You're getting there, though. And for anyone who would like to see the finished, I'm assuming she's going, you're going to do it on your channel, maybe not, but there's her channel. And if it's not there, I'm pretty positive she will be putting a picture in our Discord. On stream tomorrow. Okay, let's see. 8:30 British Standard Time. would be, let's see, you said it. Sounds good, Jess. There's your information, everyone. So, remember, tomorrow I do not stream at 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. I do not stream until 3 o'clock. So you can catch an hour and a half of Jess's stream putting together the drafts tomorrow. And then you could pop over and join me. Putting together things tomorrow. And then you could pop over and join me. And I put those time zones in to try and help everyone be able to get an idea of when Jess will be live so that you guys can go support her tomorrow. As a reminder, tomorrow is my Wednesday schedule. That means I do not go live until 3 o'clock Mountain Time. The reason for that is I get to go get everything put back in place. Which I'm looking forward to because I really believe I've got to rib out. My back muscles have been exhausting faster, and especially in one area. And so, yeah, I'm pretty sure I got a rib out. Not that it would be that unusual so much as it's just frustrating. And I think to add to it was the fact that as I was trying to relax, I had a cousin who was trying to push. There's no reason to get the COVID vaccine, and I was having a tizzy fit because I would have been a lot better off now and probably wouldn't have had that happen had I not I hope I didn't move that. I think I did. No, I didn't. Okay. Thought I'd moved something in our Discord. That's cool. So anyone who isn't aware, in our Discord, Zero to Mars actually posted a picture of, I can't think of what she's called, but from Sleeping Beauty, the witch from Sleeping Beauty. Did an amazing job there. Actually, I want to make sure to...
your silly daughter. She has a half hour before physical therapy appointment. She just remembered.
Hey, at least she remembered.
Right.
At least she remembered. Yeah, it's exactly like Pokemon Go. Well, not exactly, but basically.
What?
Someone asked, is this like Pokemon Go? And I said,
I won't chime in on
well, it is, right? It's the same premise. In fact, I'm kind of wondering if I should hurry and get to where I can go join him, but I think it'll take too long, so where he's got to hurry. But yeah, this so we have a story behind it, which Pokemon Go doesn't. But otherwise, yeah, it's similar. So these are kind of like finding Pokemon. They're foundables. And we have port keys that you unlock, which is similar to eggs. And we fight in fortresses, which is similar to fighting in the gyms. We have inns and greenhouses that each give different things instead of Pokestops. Generally, you travel around to find things. You have to travel around to find things. Right now, I have a trace tonic going, which is similar to I can't remember what they're called, but similar to one of the things there, which brings in more. But on top of that, I actually live in an area that has, or with the number of people who, we think it's due to the number of people who are playing Niantic games in this household. We are not sure, but that's our guess. Yeah, similar to Lur's. Trace tonic is similar to Lur's. I just couldn't think of the name. I played Pokemon Go because my kids were into it. Okay. Definitely go answer your mom's call. And for anyone that is listening that doesn't know, just like Pokemon Go, sometimes you can get a perfect on it and still it won't return, and then you get a low and it does. Please, 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 please. Ah! Remus! I just want James to show up once. I'll even use the potion that prevents him from departing. If you'll just have him, if I have it, if you'll just have him show up. Holy crap. Oh, good. Oh. So for anyone wondering what's going on, I just somehow managed to put that rib back in that's been out for a day or two. I'm pretty sure. Because it isn't hurting as bad, my back or anywhere. And my muscles are all going, ah! So I think I literally shifted it back in, just barely. Plus, under my hand, I literally felt it move, so the fact that the muscles aren't hurting and I felt it move while I was doing it means a huge amount. Means I probably got it in. Gold box? Wizard Unite's being mean to me today. Won't give me James and won't give me a gold box. Even though I've leveled up numerous times. Now I get to decide what to do. Because that potion has once again worn off. We've been going for 3 hours and without one, not even one James has showed up. I don't dare go after those two now because we need to go after them later. I'll go show you guys why I'm debating on what to do. Okay, here's what we're working on right now. Here's the bonus event. 25 young marauders, 6 Peter Pettigrew, which means we're going to need a number for that, and then 3 marauders maps from Dark Chambers, which means we're going to need a number for that of spell energy. And I am not seeing spell energy. That's not what I wanted to do. And then Saturday will be a lot of walking. We've got to get portmanteaus. And that's going to be the only way to get them Saturday. Which is kind of frustrating. I hope they reduce the walking time on them. Or distance on them. And why is that one not moving? Close on the potions and the elite foes. Part of me says I want to yeah, so I'll be to just finish this tomorrow, or do this tomorrow. Part of me is a little bit hesitant because it won't take, I don't think it'll take me that long to knock out the bonus event. And then trying to continue on to do something else on stream is going to be difficult. But I can't keep going after everything. And I only have 4 trace tonics left. It's going to take to do it, and will it even show up? Okay, so what do you guys want me to do? Keep streaming and hope James shows up and then we can start going again fast? Or just say forget it for today, find someone to raid, and finish off tomorrow? I'm debating on what to do. That's why I'm not talking as much. But I'm trying to give you guys stuff to look at while I debate. Ouch. Oh, let's... I just thought of one thing I can do while we wait a minute. It'll kind of be off screen, but at least I can be doing it and getting that taken care of. So what I'm looking for is I'm trying to figure out okay. I think I figured out who I need to contact. Or which one in Discord is which one, because obviously they don't include their names. And not everyone has a name that you can look up in Discord and kind of figure out. So, so what I'm doing is messaging what we talked about earlier. Okay. So what I was doing there was asking some questions about something, or about our giveaway. And for any females watching that might be interested, we're having fun on this Discord. I think that's, yeah. So, the owner posted today, if you could travel to any place in the world, where would you go? And naturally, anyone who knows me knows that I asked if I could go to Hogwarts. And she said, definitely, basically. And I'm like, okay, how soon can we leave? And a bunch of other people are like, take me with you. I'm getting the feeling that the only way to get James Potter is to go drive around right now. Or to get him right now is to go drive around. And possibly even have to drop something to get it to go longer. Which is the Dark Mark. I believe is what it's called. Yeah, Dark Detector, not Dark Mark. Dark Detector. If I were to go drop a Dark Detector somewhere, I'm pretty sure he would come in because he's a red trace. And he should be boosted. But I would need to go to an inn. And I know when I do that, I'm going to lose internet connection for a little while. And where I just got my ribbon, I really don't want to be putting it out by going for a walk. We have been live for 3.5 hours. I have no problem with staying live longer. I just don't know what to do. Because this isn't coming in. At least it doesn't appear to be. We will drop one more trace charm. See if it brings it in. We aren't going to go after everything. We're just literally going to watch for what we need. And I'm going to check one other thing while we're at it. We can go after this because hopefully that'll bring in the other. Okay, we've had a change of plans that I just found out about by looking at this. And I'm gonna take you guys in to look at it. Okay, let's go over here just quickly for a minute. They are delaying the 1920s event. Oh, I need to share that quickly. Let me hurry and do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do on my which in some ways is making this a little bit better, but please, 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 please. Ugh. That was weird. He lost his hair. I gotta write that down, because that may come in later in the story. Well, 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 Fenrir, what are you gonna pull on Amy? I'm just going to state this. Angel Goddess is live. Did I spell that wrong? Obviously. Let's see. How do you spell that? I always get her name spelled wrong. Angel Goddess. That should be right. Oh, I put in an extra G. Is live right now. And so Angel Goddess has been there with me for a while. And let's actually see. I don't think she's playing. Yeah, she's not playing Wizards Unite. I didn't think she would, but you never know. It's not just chatting she's doing, but her stream setup won't let her choose the thing she's doing. So I'm gonna have to work with her on how she can change the game name. Okay, I need to go do something for just a second. You guys get to see me do it, I guess. Okay, that wasn't... I'm trying to look up something more. I'm trying to tell Angel Goddess something. Seeing if she tries it out. I totally get it, Jade. I'm glad you're back. So what I was saying is, yeah, we have the Trace Tonic, which works exactly like the Lure Potion does, and doesn't always bring in what it's supposed to, which you can see it's doing right now. We have the same problems with the casts as Pokemon Go does, where sometimes you'll cast and you throw the ball, get the perfect spin and everything, and it hits it and it breaks out. And it doesn't matter what ball you use or whatever. Sometimes it'll break out to the perfect cast, perfect spin, throw, ball, or whatever, and the highest level ball. Well, we have the same problem. So sometimes a magnificent spell and it'll still break out, and then you cast a really bad one and it works. So some of the same issues there. One of the biggest differences we have is we have a storyline. Let me go here. Where's my gallery? We'll go to files, I guess. Not downloads. We want screenshots. So just to give you an idea, this was at the beginning of this event. SOS Task Force members are reporting another spike in adversary activity. Adversaries resembling Peter Pettigrew are especially prevalent. I don't understand what Gareth hopes to achieve by continuing these attacks. he must know we have him, whatever, whatever. We get those at the beginning of every event and are also part of when we place. So there's that. On top of that, there's one thing which I really like the storyline. Another part of it is, unlike in Pokemon Go, once you place it once, or like once you catch it, it's in your thing in here. You actually have different levels that you can actually take each page up to, or each group. And you have different amounts that each thing needs. Once you have them all placed, you don't have to have them green starred, but placed, you can prestige the page. Once you place it, it either green stars or allows you to prestige, kind of basically green stars it. With gold being the highest you can go, gold green star means that you've caught at least enough to finish out all the pages and to green star everything. So place it on the highest. We get rewards for every time you place or things. You do get rewards. So in Pokemon Go, to walk more than one egg you have to pay. In Wizards Unite, they'll sometimes drop a key that will unlock it, so you don't have to pay. A lot of the stuff that you have to purchase in Pokemon Go is possible if you play enough to get through drops. So you don't necessarily have to purchase things to play. Obviously, purchasing will get you farther than not, but you don't have to as much. Also, so here's our night bus. You can access it from anywhere, whereas Pokemon Go, you have to have someone near it, even for a remote raid. You don't have to have that. Here's one bad thing: you don't invite your friends to the night bus. Just you see who's on, and so like who's in whatever night bus you get on. So you may not know anyone you're fighting with. You also have so you have your the 3 different things like in Pokemon Go, but here we actually can train up the skills of the different levels. So I've actually maxed out all of them, except for I haven't done the advanced in all of them. So there are some changes, just like there are between Pokemon Go and the other Niantic one, but there's also a lot similar. And just right now I'm being kind of frustrated because I've dropped 4 trace tonics trying to get the one thing I need to finish out this portion of this event, rather than get our tasks at so the tasks that you do, yeah, they have them in Pokemon Go. So we have similar tasks, but then we have bonus tasks after you finish them. And I'm trying to get to where I've completed all the tasks and the bonus tasks for this event, so that tomorrow we can maybe do writing or art. But the way it's looking, Wizards Unite, Niantic is not wanting to give me that option. And I totally agree that when your mom calls, you gotta go. Let's go after this just because it's a red flame. And if I need things, a lot of times they're red flames. I do think I still need him. Good. I'm frustrated with Wizards Unite.
What?
I'm frustrated with Wizards Unite.
Uh-oh, why?
4 trace tonics, not 1 James, and yet he's part of the event.
I'm sorry, I can't say much.
I know. But you know what that's like. Didn't need the caramels. That's okay. Oh, we also get coins. There's things we can do to get the coins that are different than, like, you. Basically, you aren't reliant on other people leaving you in to be able to get money to spend in the game. I'm just seeing if anyone's responded. Nope. We'll see if anything happens. Okay, I really don't think we're going to get any better luck by staying on. I believe we rated Angel Goddess yesterday. And this guy rated us earlier today, so we're going to rate him back. It's actually my son, which is part of the reason he's going to get preferential treatment anyway. I will see you tomorrow, and obviously we will be playing. I will try to get young James and have it ready that we can just do the Brilliant event, or the bonus event, and then we will go from there. So it may end up a shorter stream. I don't know. I don't know with what Niantic's doing with it. So we will talk to you later. Bye. Let's see. Start the raid.